I'll start. I would say the easiest was probably the grumpiness of Dean Winchester. And not because I'm grumpy, but because I think I was able to be grumpy through him, which enabled me to not be as grumpy in real life. And then the difficult one was probably...
you were working out your anger issues on set all the time?
Yeah.
Great.
Not anger, just...
Grumpy?
Yeah, just my Mark Shepard issues. And then probably the most difficult one was, and this is, I've said this before, was being Dean while Sam was soulless Sam. Because it was hard for me to play Dean relating to his brother when his brother wasn't his brother. And I felt like I was kind of like lost because I didn't have that relationship on screen that I relied on with Jared. And which is a testament to him and how well he did it, because I was struggling on camera because I didn't have that relationship available to me. So that was probably one of the biggest struggles I ever found. And it was surprising to me. I'm like, get your crap together, dude. Like, come on. But it was just, it was like all of a sudden I was playing blindfolded, and it was difficult for me.
That's interesting. I had a couple of things. What is coming to mind is not terribly flattering to myself, but I'm going to tell you this anyway. When Castiel came on the show, he was like, the character was written as this like warrior of God, right? Like he was a soldier and a fighter, and very quickly the character was, over the next few episodes, was rewritten as this sort of like awkward, socially awkward, dorky fish out of water, which I think was the writer's adaptation of what I was bringing to the table. It went from like, some fucking badass angel to nobody knows how to deal with this weird character. And I think that ended up really like manifesting quite physically at one point. I've told this story before, but you were at the monitors in the other room, and it was Sam was what's his name? He was possessed by Gadriel, Gadriel, whatever, and Bob Singer was directing, and he liked those like grindhouse, like direct, like 1970s style shots. And his idea was like I was going to punch right at the lens, and that was supposed to be me punching out Gadriel, right? You were at the monitors. We did the first take. You're in the other room. We're in the kitchen of his house, and you and Bob and everybody else back at the monitor starts laughing, and you come out and you're like, that was hilarious. And I was like, what was nervous? And you looked at me like, you weren't joking? And then I got the playback.
That was the last punch Castiel ever threw. Like, maybe he could just do this.
Kind of true.
That was good, man. And Bob Singer was like, raised in Brooklyn. It was like
He was a fighter.
He was literally
was a boxer.
a Golden Glove boxer, and he's a southpaw too. So like he knows how to throw a punch, and he couldn't stop laughing. And like to make Bob laugh is like
He doesn't laugh.
That's a high bar.
Yeah.
And he was just it was the silent Bob laugh. It was the and like he'll tear up. He'll if something gets him, it's fantastic to watch.
Yeah.
And that got him really good.
Yeah, I'm really happy to have brought him to the show.
I don't know why the face has to be this too. Was there a question somewhere?
Can we strike that from the record? I object.
So Misha, you're saying the physicality of Castiel was easy for you to...
You mean...
Yes, his posture. That was the easiest part of playing Castiel.
What character of Castiel's most difficult? I mean,
Throwing a punch.
Throwing the punch was... Thank you. I feel like we already went over this. I don't know how much more badly you want me to feel about myself. Thank you.